Hey, it's Greg Harrelson here with Century 21, the Harrelson Group, and I wanted to answer that one question that a lot of people don't ask, but I know they're really pondering this in their own minds, and that is, the market's hot. Do I need an agent in a hot market? Or why would I need an agent in a hot market? I can just sell the property on my own. And I'm going to answer this question, and I'm going to say there is no doubt that in a very active market, you can sell your property on your own. You do not need a real estate agent. So you can sell the property. The question becomes, can you sell it at the top price? Now, a lot of times people will approach the process of selling the property on their own by thinking, okay, well, I can adjust the commission, or because there is no commission, I can offer the property to the market or to a buyer at a slightly reduced price, and I can still net more money in my pocket. Sometimes that's true, but quite frankly, typically it's not. Statistics say that a real estate agent will net you more money. Now, the reason why the real estate agent typically will net an owner more money is because they create more demand for the property. That's it, period. It's not about whether or not you can sell it or you cannot sell it. The issue becomes who can create the most demand for your property. And if I can create more demand than you can, or if I can create more demand than another real estate agent can, then I'm going to get more buyers, more showings, equals more offers, and the more offers we get, the higher the price typically is. And we know that usually we get a price high enough to not only cover our commission, but to even high enough where you can get more money in your pocket than you can when you sell it on your own. Now, I say that not to discourage you, because there might be a chance that you have this perfect property that you can sell on your own and you can net more. We can't make that determination over a video, but I can assure you that it's worth a conversation and worth the time to investigate what we could sell your property for, what you would net when it's all said and done, and then just compare nets, because it's really not about commission. You probably don't care about the commission. What you mostly care about is how much you're going to get in your pocket. Another reason, besides higher price, that you would hire a real estate agent, even in a hot market, is it can save you time. And when I say save you time, what I mean by this is for sale by owners typically find a buyer, they go under contract, and they have a higher percentage of fall through than anything else, than contracts that are brought by real estate agents. And the reasons that is the case is because no one is there to look over the contract to make sure the contract was written properly, to make sure the buyer was pre-qualified properly, and to put protections in there for a seller so the buyer can't drag the process along and ask for more extensions and more extensions. Next thing you know, you're tied up for 90 days. You're not exposing it to any more buyers, and then the buyer walks away. And a lot of times they walk away, and maybe the earnest money wasn't collected, or it was collected improperly, and then all of a sudden you have to give it all back. And so you've wasted a lot of time through that process. So the real estate agent a lot of times can save you time, especially a good one that understands contracts, understands the way to protect the client, in the contract. And then the last one that I have here is, a lot of times, from a commission standpoint, sellers are thinking, well, I'll just save it and save the commission. Well, what we do is we have a commission compromise program. Well, we'll make sure that, that at certain points, like for instance, if I was to sell the property, I won't charge you the full commission. I'll just charge a reduced commission because there's no other agent involved that has to be paid. So I'll just go ahead and pass that savings on to you. So when you take all these things into consideration, most of the time, a good real estate agent, especially like myself, would be able to sell your property at a higher price, save you time, and help you net more money in the end because of certain commission compromises that we can make with you. So again, I'm Greg Harrelson with Century 21, the Harrelson Group. If I can ever do anything to help you, please reach out to me and let me be a resource for you. I'll talk to you soon.